Good morning, Toby Johnson. I'm Jordan, and it's First Thing First period on Friday, April 1st, 2016.
That means it's time for First Things First on TJTV. I'm Trisha.
That's it for today's show.
We hope you've enjoyed this episode of
First Things First on TJTV. I'm Jordan. Have an awesome day.
And I'm Trisha. Have a good weekend.
April Fools. No joke, April Fool's Day has been banned in China.
One reason that it was banned was because it was not consistent with Chinese traditions.
The state's new agency, Xinhua, hopes no rumors will be spread and that lies will not be told. That includes April Fool's jokes.
Li Zhiron, a former journalist and university professor, realized that a story that he published 16 years too late that he had fallen victim to an April Fool's Day gag. Many people believed the story for years until he realized that the original story was a hoax.
Some Chinese are getting angry for banning April Fool's Day. Today is April Fool's Day in the West, when you can publicly lie and not be punished. Why don't we do the opposite and make this day Truth-Telling Day, the user wrote. Hopefully today we can speak the truth, express our true feelings, show our true colors, spread the truth without being restricted or punished, without getting blacklisted as inciting crime.
Thanks to Washington Post for this story. Now let's go to Armando for today's TDIH.
This day in history.
First on this day, in 1700, English pranksters began popularizing the annual tradition of April Fool's Day by playing practical jokes on each other. Some historians speculate that April Fool's Day dates back to 1582, when France switched from the Julian calendar to the Gregorian calendar, as called for by the Council of Trent in 1563. People who were slow to get the news or failed to recognize that the start of the new year had moved to January 1st and continued to celebrate it during the last week of March through April 1st became the butt of jokes and hoaxes. That made the people who didn't switch the calendars April Fools. Next on this day, in 1789, the first U.S. House of Representatives, meeting in New York City, reaches quorum and elects Pennsylvania Representative Frederick Augustus Conrad Muhlenberg as its first speaker. Finally on this day, in 1948, Soviet troops stopped U.S. and British military trains traveling through the Russian zone of occupation in Germany and demand that they be allowed to search the trains.
Thanks, Armando.
8th graders, if you applied to the Franklin AVID program, then please check the School Loop webpage for announcement for acceptance results.
They are posted by the last four numbers of your school ID.
Good morning, Tigers 8. Promotion is coming up and we need MCs, speakers, and a music piece.
If you are interested in taking part in the ceremony, please come to sign up in MG5 on April 1st, 4th, or 5th. Auditions will be held on April 6th, 7th, and 8th during lunch in MG5. Only students who sign up will be allowed to audition. If you have any other questions, please see Mrs. Welch Daniels in MG5.
Royal J members, are you interested in earning hours toward the Royal J Area 1 school service category?
One great way to do that is to help out at the Spring Royal J ceremony that will be held on Thursday, April 7th. There are several ways that you can participate.
First, we need volunteers to be greeters, help set up and help clean up. Plus, we need a few students to be a part of the ceremony, a master of ceremonies, someone to lead the flag salute, someone to make introductions, and 2 students to help pin the Royal J recipients.
You can volunteer for the entire time, up to 4 hours, or just for a part of the time, 1 to 3 hours.
If you are interested in being a part of this special evening and earning school service hours at the same time, please see Mrs. Ratchet in room MH8 or Mrs. Gutierrez in room MH7, where you can sign up to volunteer and receive additional information.
You will also receive a permission slip that must be signed by your parent or guardian in order for you to be able to participate.
Now let's go to Katie to see more lost and found items.
We have another 7 items to show today, again, and that's no fooling. Come to MC9 immediately if you see anything that belongs to you. Any items that aren't picked up by the end of the school year will be donated. Here are the items. A green Sac State t-shirt, a blue and gray baseball tee, a black and gray baseball tee, leggings, yoga pants, a gray t-shirt, and a dark green sweater. That's it for me. I'm Katie. Now back to you.
Thanks, Katie.
That's it for today's show.
We hope you've enjoyed this episode of
First Things First on TJTV. I'm Jordan. Remember to put recycling bins outside after the show.
And I'm Trisha. It's April Fool's today.